British Columbia is absolutely stunning, beautiful place. And many people go there to board their boat to go up to the Alaska cruise, Inside Passage, etc. But you need at least 4 nights in Vancouver. It is absolutely a fabulous place to hike around. Gastown is neat to eat in. It just has so many things. You can get a helicopter to fly over the harbor. You go out into the various parks. It's unbelievable. And then that you need the 4 nights, if possible. Then you drive up or take the train or go to Whistler. It's north of Vancouver, and it's a great place to ski. It's a great place to go any time of year. You can go hiking in the mountains. I mean, it's unbelievable. You need, most people, unless you're skiing, you need at least 2 nights in Whistler, at least 2 nights. And then you want to go to Victoria. Now, there's several ways you can get to Victoria. You can take a ferry up to the northern part of the island. There's the island, up to the northern part of the island. And then you can rent a car. Well, you can rent the car in Vancouver and go across something. Rent the car, go here to the northern part. Then you come down and to Victoria and stay there. They have the Bouchot Gardens, which are fabulous gardens. If you're into gardens, and every season they change them a bit. And then you'll go walking around and eating. I mean, this place is wonderful. And then you'll take the ferry back to Vancouver, drop your car, and then go somewhere else. But Vancouver area is where everybody goes. Now, there's some other areas that if you're into skiing or mountains, you'll head east. The Bugaboos and the Caribous. They're up closer to the border of Alberta. They're in this area, right there. And great everything that you do in mountain. The hiking and staying and just relaxing is a great place to go.
Say, Jerry, you mentioned 4 nights minimum in Vancouver.
Right.
What would you recommend, suggested itinerary for a first time?
To drive down?
No, for how to spend those 4 days. How would you spend those 4 days in Vancouver?
Yes, how do you spend the 4 days in Vancouver? First of all, I would take a tour, a city tour, to get an idea. Vancouver isn't huge where you want to go, but it's probably 2 miles, and it's a little long to walk sometimes. But you definitely want to tour Gastown, try some of the restaurants, some of the neat things. You definitely want to go out to Stanley Park. You definitely want to go out to the bridge and walk across this swinging bridge, which is terrifying, and go up the mountain and look around. I mean, that's basically what you do. But if you're not going to go to Whistler, you'll want to take a tour to Whistler, preferably an overnight tour. And they have them where you can go by helicopter and go in the morning, come back in the afternoon. That will give you time to walk around Whistler. And or you can go by car, by tour bus.
Is Whistler in Vancouver?
Huh?
Is Whistler in Vancouver?
No, Whistler is a ski resort, about an hour and a half drive north.
Okay, so I'd like to know if I'm going to go to Vancouver and spend 4 days in Vancouver, what would you suggest that I do in Vancouver?
Well,
for those
that's
4 days?
this. You want to do some shopping. They have several museums that are interesting.
Which ones?
Well, I'm trying to think. Let me think. I haven't toured the museums in probably 15 years.
Okay.
But they do have, I know there's several fabulous museums.
Okay.
My wife loved taking me there. But it's a walking city. And, I'm trying to think. There's sort of a historical museum there, if I remember right, get the right place, that has a history of Vancouver. And what's really interesting, I don't remember, 1800s, I think, that used to be America. That used to be one of our territories. I mean, it used to be America.
What did?
Vancouver.
Oh, Vancouver used to be part of the United States?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and then they had something, I can't remember the detail, and if you're interested, you can look it up. But about the 1800s, then something happened. One of the presidents of the U.S. said, we don't want it. And so they got rid of it and gave it to Canada.
Okay.
Wasn't that a stupid mistake? No, I'd be living in Vancouver. But it's the history there is so interesting, and they have a museum that talks about that.
Okay, you mentioned a swinging bridge.
Yeah, let me get the name of it. I never can remember because it's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Well, I'm sure I put it in here. It's about a 45-minute drive out of Vancouver. You go around where the harbor is, and then you go up into the hills. Okay. And it goes across, I guess there's slight mountains. And you go across this gorge, and this long swinging bridge just wobbles. And people like to move, and I'm terrified of heights. But you hang on for dear life and just walk and concentrate, but you can make it. Then they have, I think it's a funicular that goes up top of this high mountain right there.
Oh, this is a funicular in Vancouver, huh?
No, it was not Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
It's a suburb. It's real close.
Okay, but you do that in your 4 days.
Your 4 days.
In Vancouver, you did
Yeah.
funicular, okay?
Yeah. But you'll want to go to like Stanley Park and see the beautiful flowers.
Okay.
I mean, when you get there, or before you go, I recommend, particularly in Vancouver, that you Google the 10 most important things to see and do in Vancouver. Because they have a wide variety of stuff that I'm not interested in. They do have a harbor tour, either by helicopter or by boat. And that is interesting because boats come from all over the world there. And with their goods, and cruise ships land there all the time. It's really a live city. It's a very active city, very nightlife city.
Great.
And I think everybody loves Vancouver, everybody. Then British Columbia, that is, no, yeah. Then Alberta, we haven't done Alberta, have we? We did Alberta, we did Banff Springs, yes.